Daigo, our ally who helped us to rescue his sister Jade from the clutches of the dark presence of the Spirit Realm in Chapter 6 Season 1 Hunters, then becoming an anti-hero and forming a suspicious alliance with Fletcher Kane throughout Chapter 6 Season 2 Lawless, which led him to be corrupted and possessed by the dark presence of the Spirit Realm and forced to become the main villain of Chapter 6 Season 3 Super. So if you guys know, throughout Chapter 6 Season 3, our main objective was to rescue Daigo from the clutches of the dark presence of the Spirit Realm. Because Daigo wasn't really the main villain to begin with. He was forced to become the villain when he's being corrupted and possessed by the dark presence. Because the dark presence forced Daigo to commit acts such as attacking innocent people on the island by leading a demon invasion and attacking the Supernova Academy. This caused a major shift between Daigo and his siblings when Daigo was forced to commit these acts from the dark presence. Kendo and Jade didn't really know what's going on with their brother because they don't know the full truth of what happened to him when he came out of the Spirit Realm. And once we figure out the whole truth and report this to Kendo and Hope about what happened to Daigo when he came out of the Spirit Realm, they now see that Daigo has a chance to be saved. Because in Daigo's boss fight at Demon's Domain, there's a boss dialogue from him that says, "Please free me from this." Which shows that Daigo is forced to commit these things that he's forced to do, because the Daigo that we fought in Demon's Domain isn't the real Daigo. It is the Dark Presence forcing him to become the villain throughout Chapter 6 Season 3. And the only way to save Daigo is to confront him at Demon's Domain. And once we went to Demon's Domain to confront the Mask Maker, we soon learned another horrible truth. We soon learned the dark truth that the reason that the Dark Presence is using Daigo is for him to absorb the power of the monoliths, combining with his dark magic to bring forth the Kraken from the Spirit Realm to attack the island. So according to the Night Rose, the Kraken is the Dark Presence attempt to attack the island, which of course we can't allow that to happen. And when Daigo tried to force the Kraken to serve the Dark Presence, the Kraken didn't listen and instead just smacked Daigo away when we had to fight for our lives against that thing. With the assistance of the Supernovas, of course. And after defeating the Kraken, thanks to the assistance of the Supernovas, including Superman, the island has finally been saved. And now there's only one question. What happened to Daigo exactly? Well, after getting smacked by the Kraken, it turns out it knocks some senses back into him. Because Daigo is actually back to his old self again. You can actually find him what remains of Demon's Domain, literally back to his old self again. That is right, Daigo has finally been saved. He's been, well, back to his senses now. And this made Kendo and Jade very happy to now see their brother not corrupted by the Spirit Realm anymore. By the Dark Presence, of course. However, this also has to allow Daigo to make up some things around the island, such as gain the trust of Hope and Jones again, including us and the Supernovas, including helping fixing the mess that the Dark Presence forced him to do around the island, which may be destroying more of the monoliths, of course, with Superman's heat vision, of course. Even though that Daigo is saved and the masked siblings finally have a happy ending and everything's all fine, however, there is something off. A new threat is coming to the horizon, and it has something to do with the center of the Kraken's tentacle. If you guys know, after defeating the Kraken thanks to the help of the Supernovas and Superman, the tentacle that Superman cut with his heat vision that still lays at Demon's Domain still to this day had begun to decompose and rotted away. Which of course caught the attention of bugs, because you can actually see, well, bug nests around the rotten corpse of the tentacle, around the entire thing. And the bugs are feasting on the Kraken's blood. And if you remember, that thing is from the Spirit Realm. which means this is exactly what the Dark Presence want. It's probably wanted Daigo to bring the Kraken to the island, allowing the Supernovas to finally get the win by, defeating the Kraken, allowing a new kind of life on the island to feast on it. And with the bugs feasting on the Kraken's blood, we not only had to face demons, we now had to face demon-infected bugs, because the Dark Presence wanted us to win, so that way it can now gain new puppets to control. Daigo may be its main puppet, but it now gains some new puppets, a form of invading bugs. So that means we have to face some demonic bugs now, because when you go to Supernova Academy and look at one of Hope's paintings, which shows us the future, we can actually see a picture of bugs, which means is that we're probably going to have to face them throughout Chapter 6, Season 4 when it comes. So looking forward to that, but now we have to face that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what happened to Daigo after the battle against the Kraken, and what's to come pretty soon. So that said, thank you all so much for watching this video. Comment down below which your favorite things to do with Fortnite creativity, buying players, Fortnite Ballistic, Fortnite Reload, the return of Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 4 OG, which will soon turn to Chapter 1 Season 5 OG pretty soon. Comment down below which your favorite DC superhero. Comment down below and what's your favorite things about the live event. Subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos from me. I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye!